Go ahead.
So, you have come. Now,
Yes.
tell us what you have decided.
You decided.
Will you serve Cao Cao and walk with us on the path to power?
Path to victory. I'll join you. Now, okay, this is actually cool. Now that I beat the game with one faction, I can go back with all my weapons
Then we
and
should
go back
deliver the
through the
news
other
to our
factions.
lord right away. But really, it pleases me greatly to have you
Great
join
me
us.
to have you join us.
You won't regret it.
You won't regret it.
Having you under Cao Cao's command will lift some of the weight off my shoulders. I'm counting on you.
Cao Cao rose above his many rival warlords to gain control over the imperial throne. He made great efforts to establish a new regime centered on Shu. Possibilities seemed to stretch out all the way to the horizon. Although Liu Bei had now allied with the peerless warrior Liu Bu, he fell in Jiangdong. Liu Bei faces a quandary in Qiapei. Cao Cao fights a decisive battle at Guandu.
At Guandu. Okay, no, I can't then. I thought maybe I could just continue from where I was, but it seems like you can't. Good thing I made a save.
Think the guys who laid waste to our fields will be back? We can't even be sure the city is safe.
So, now, will you serve Cao Cao and walk? Ha! You will, Cao.
Cao Cao rose above his many rival warlords.
Here, here. You've already done so much to help us. I'm glad you decided to formally join our forces.
Agreed. I just wish we could find more people like you.
On the one hand, you are valuable to us simply for your excellent abilities as a warrior. Yet, your versatility is what makes you special. And so I will not give you any strict orders. You can do as you see fit. Very well, then. Use your gifts to soar through the battlefield like a Luen.
Dian Wei, don't you think you're working too hard?
Ha! Don't worry, Shu Chu. I can handle it. Neither of us came from renowned families. So we need to work hard just to prove ourselves. Right, Yue Jin?
Yes. I was a mere record keeper before my promotion. Now I have to keep striving to live up to his lordship's high expectations.
And you're one to talk, Shu Chu. You've been working from dawn until dusk as well.
Well, I've lived in a village my whole life. But now we're trying to cultivate fields across the realm.
It seems we are all in agreement. I hear that your circumstances are similar to mine. I am new here, and know little of what has passed. I imagine Lord Cao Cao must have recruited you for your particular skills. I thought so. I saw you fight at Hulao Gate and was most impressed. His lordship has an amazing knack for finding talented men like yourself and giving them roles. He is not swayed by reputation or accomplishments. He simply assesses each warrior's might and each strategist's shrewdness.
Yes. If he hadn't taken notice of me, I'd have remained in the infantry. I may never have had a chance to prove myself.
That's why we must work harder than ever.
Harder.
If we let up,
we might
end up
we might
disgracing
end up
our Lord.
disgracing our Lord.
Right. It's going to take a lot of sweat and toil to get to where we want to go.
Well. Go ahead. Now, let's discuss what to do about Louis Bu.
He has fled from Puyang, and now seeks shelter under Liu Bei, who in terms of military strength alone...
But what's concerning is the growing number of elite with each of them individually. Now that so many of them are allied together.
I am of the same opinion.
Then, our aim should be to destroy their unity.
It is Liu Bei. He is widely respected, but as we know, Louis...
Then, we ought to have Liu Bei sent to eliminate Yuan Shu by... If we can force Louis Bu and Liu Bei into a conflict, both will take heavy losses.
Would you elaborate on your reasoning, Lord Shunyu?
We shall take advantage of Liu Bei's virtuous nature. From what I understand, he is not the type to... And once he leads his forces away, Xiapei...
Yuan Shu and Liu Bei are among our biggest threats. If they destroy each other... Lord Shunyu, You're being surprisingly ruthless. Are we to assume this is all for the sake of a peaceful future?
His lordship has set his sights on conquering the entire realm. If I am to assist him in that goal,
Lord Shunyu, that is...
I admit I have my own thoughts on the matter. But I will recommend to Lord Cao...
I see. Liu Bei would certainly become a threat to Louis Bu and his ranks. He proposed to be hunted down.
Thank you, my lord.
The situation is concerning, even supposing that we manage to take care of Louis Bu and Liu Bei. Yuan Shao battles with Gong Sun San in Yo to the north, and tensions are rising in Jing to the south.
Gong Sun Zan is doing well defending against him, but Yuan Shao now controls most of Hebei, so it is only a matter of time. Yuan Shao will win eventually.
And when he does, his forces will be further bolstered by citizens from Yo province and the remnants of Gong Sun Zan's army. After that, he will set his sights on us. Or to be more precise, on the Emperor in the capital.
So what do? Ally with Gong Sun San and take him on? It'll take a significant amount of our manpower to overturn Gong Sun San's unfavorable odds.
Agreed. And if he were to win, we would end up as enemies before long. I think we should hold back and look for a way to weaken both parties.
Dian Wei, what do you think?
Me? I have nothing to contribute to a discussion on strategy.
If we never bring in new voices to our discussions, our strategies will become predictable. It can be useful to hear candid opinions from someone like you sometimes.
If you put it that way...
Well...
Well, in my opinion, the most important thing in any war is to protect whatever you value the most. I would advise that we stay put and protect the Emperor and the capital. And while Yuan Shao and Gong Sun San are fighting, we can build up our strength.
A sound strategy, as I'd expect from you, Lord Yanwei. I think that may just be the best course of action. At the same time, we need to ensure that we're not dragged into the conflict, for one reason or another.
We ought to eliminate the possibility of Yuan Shao finding some excuse to attack us. One way might be to cede him the rank of Grand General, which His Majesty bestowed on Lord Cao Cao just recently.
That wouldn't be right, surely. Yuan Shao is not worthy of it for one, and it was the Emperor's decision.
An interesting stratagem. His pride will not allow him to attack someone he is indebted to. The rank of Grand General is a mere formality. I have no qualms about giving it up.
Well then, it seems we have decided on our strategy with respect to Louis Bu, Yuan Shu, Liu Bei, Yuan Shao, and Gong Sun Zan.
That leaves one other major matter. What to do about Jing province. Zhang Ji, who took the city of Nanyang in Jing, has fallen. Now his successor, Zhang Xiu, is in rivalry with Liu Biao.
Liu Biao's forces far outnumber those of Shangshu, stationed in Wan Castle. I believe we should take Nanyang, an ally with Liu Biao.
Then let us try that. We will face Jiangshu next. Go and make preparations for battle.
Lord Zuluan has a discerning eye. Ah, he's just so cool.
Finally found myself a job.
They say this is an important place.
What a shame. Zhang Shu's forces have surrendered. You'll have to wait a while longer to show off your new garb on the battlefield. The difference in our forces is too great. Zhang Shu must have realized that they could never win. On the other hand, one must admire their quick judgment. They would have been a difficult adversary if we had ended up in battle. Right now, Zhang Shu should be on his way to see Cao Cao. We will receive more instructions soon.
Thank you again, Lord Cao Cao.
There is no need to thank me. In fact, I should be thanking you for your wisdom.
That is gracious of you to say.
While we have the chance, we wish to make a proposal. In honor of this agreement, what say we celebrate with a feast at our expense? Of course, it won't be as sophisticated as perhaps you're used to. Nevertheless, we wish to show you our goodwill.
Well, we could use some merriment. Will you also allow us officers to attend?
Regretfully, I do not think we could manage a gathering as large as that. The banquet will have to be for a select few only. Otherwise, Wan Castle's provisions would quickly run out. Besides, we don't want a repeat of the incident at Hongmeng. We simply wish for Lord Cao Cao to enjoy our finest wine.
That is enough, Jia Shu. But let me be upfront about the circumstances. Of course, not much time has passed since we were enemies. We will therefore send all our soldiers away from the castle to ensure the banquet passes without incident.
Very well. Guo Jia, I will accept their hospitality. There is much to discuss, and this would be a good opportunity for that.
But we cannot allow you to go alone, Lord Cao Cao. Take Lord Dian Wei and the others as an escort.
Very well, I will. The rest of you will need to remain...
They're gonna get captured.
There you are. Forget what I said earlier. You're about to fight your first battle as an officer of Cao Cao. Zhang Shu's surrender was a ruse. He sent all of his forces at Wan Castle to attack. We don't know if Cao Cao is safe, but he should still be in the castle. Although Dian Wei's group is guarding him, he was still reckless.
He must have thought that this was the only way to find out what Zhang Shu was up to.
What he's up to?
He may already have made peace with Liu Biao, and maybe Yuan Shu, and Liu Bei too. By heading deep into the enemy's territory, Lord Cao Cao would be able...
It'll be in vain if he pays for the knowledge with his life. I suppose he didn't expect Zhang Shu to be so bold.
Only he would know. Either way, this will not be a... Zhang Shu's forces may have further tricks up their sleeve.
My might shall illuminate the path to victory.
Jahodun.
Until Lord Cao Cao has escaped, I will not fall even as life leaves my body. Dian Wei shall show what a true warrior is made of.
I will live and make good on my escape. Tian Wei.
Looks like this. While our forces subdue the enemy, we shall move to offer
The enemy officer
that way.
has been defeated.
We can move swiftly and adapt to any scenario. Shall we initiate the advance?
Father, I will draw the enemy's attention. Find him unguarded while and escape through there.
Turn the table. The enemy officer
The plan went off
has
without
been
a
defeated.
hitch. Now maybe Nash at Cao Cao's unguarded throat.
Damn it. This rain of arrows prevents both progress and retreat.
The eastern battlefield is shifting. It seems that Lord Cao Cao is safe. Now, let us do what we can. Observe the situation. Quash
The
any
enemy
threats
officer
to Lord Cao
has
Cao.
been defeated.
Shall we initiate the advance?
Let's go. Take this. An opening. Tables turn. Finished. I see it. The enemy officer has been defeated. An opening. Take this. Go.
A little rash to be charging in alone for the sake of battle.
Turn the table.
I want to die.
Watch out for the enemy.
There we go.
I see it. Got this. Let's get serious. All my might. All my might. The enemy officer has been defeated.
This territory is ours. Reinforcements from outside the castle. Everyone is fighting to keep me alive. As such, I must survive.
Good. That's one threat off the table. Let us hurry after Lord Cao Cao and continue providing backup.
This amount of resistance was to be expected. Now then, it is about time for the next step.
We are the army of Liu Biao, governor of Jing. We have come to
The enemy
fill
officer
villainous Cao Cao.
has been defeated. Let's go.
There! Cao Cao is on the ramparts! Archers, loose!
Zhang Xu and Liu Biao have joined forces, as we'd suspected. This will not end so easily. Shall we initiate the advance?
The enemy's movements indicate that Cao Cao must be fleeing west. We shall follow in his tracks.
Did I judge the situation poorly.
Cao Cao's cohorts and guards are formidable. Be that as it may, this is still within expectations. It's about time for the next step.
Turn the table. Lord Zhongshu favors to take over the enemy bases. Let us go. We'll show them the might of the Liu forces has been defeated. Begin advancing.
Enemy reinforcements are heading for our base. We will be undone if they gain a foothold. We must stop them.
All right. We can position catapults here. Those men are in for a surprise.
Is ours.
How one man do all this? It's like he's possessed by a demon. I use my strength to enforce my lord's will. I will not fail him. Not ever!
Let's go. How many was that? I've lost count already.
Shall we initiate the advance?
Got this. Easy. We must take down the foes to the rear and save Cao Cao. This will be more difficult than I wagered.
So this is the end for me. Uncle, believe this.
The enemy officer
shall remain
has been
safe.
defeated. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah.
What a predicament. Even so, I shall not abandon hope.
Take this.
Fatigued. At this rate.
Let's go.
Victory is sweet.
Got him now! All units, attack! How much of a monster he is! These things, surely! Ah! Bring it on! I'll take you all on at once!
Thanks for coming. I owe you. Forgive me for imposing on you in such a manner. You are ready to face any punishment. How could I?
I shall
The
put
enemy
an end
officer
to you with my
has been
intellect.
defeated.
Time to act. We end this here. Time to act.
All my might.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Take this! Turn the table.
How
Good eye. The enemy officer has been defeated.
This territory is ours. Blast! The enemy's trick after nasty trick upon us.
The ladders are ready? Then, let us open up a path for Lord Cao Cao.
Let's go.
Perhaps we can escape the castle from here.
Let's go.
Father, I fear I cannot stay with you to the end.
Cao Cao flees here. There's no future for us. After him! Do not let him escape! With all my might! Begin advancing! Time to act. Don't escape, Cao Cao! Your destiny ends here!
Gong Shu, you have great talent. It truly is a shame you stand against me. Still, I will allow no one to stand in the way of my destiny.
Come, you lot! Scatter Cao Cao's dogs for the sake of Lord Liu Biao!
More reinforcements. The enemy is insightful indeed. Still, I would say it's our turn to strike back.
We've rendezvoused with Cao Cao. We'll now head south to put some distance between us and this battle.
All my might!
Turn the table.
Things are looking bad, but I refuse to consider this settled.
Things may not end well for us at this rate.
All my might! I see it!
Time to act.
We end this here.
Retreating's the last thing I want. Even so, I'm leaving the rest to you.
All my might!
Turn the table. The enemy officer has been defeated. Let's go.
dang it, I could have sworn they said there was a way to rescue Dian Wei. And that's actually supposed to change the fate of the game. It's not.
Perhaps we can escape the castle from here.
You're unharmed, right? So.
Indeed.
If you can walk that far, I suppose you're fine.
Cao, please hear. There's no future for us. After him! Do not let him escape! Begin advancing! Now!
Rendezvous with Cao. We'll now head south to put some distance between us and this battle.
Father, I fear I cannot stay with you to the end.
You won't escape, Cao. Your destiny ends here!
Shu, you have great talent. It truly is a shame you stand against me. Still, I will allow no one to stand in the way of my destiny.
You lot! Scatter Cao's thoughts for the sake of Lord Liu Biao!
More reinforcements. The enemy is insightful indeed. Still, I would say it's our turn to strike back. You appear when you're most needed. That is a talent in itself.
Oh my might! I shall put an end to you with my intellect!
Encountering me is the worst thing that could have happened to you.
You have saved me. After this is finished, I shall be sure to thank you properly.
Let's end this. The enemy officer has been defeated.
Must fall back.
Tables turning.
Finished.
Turn the table.
So you would stoop this low, Cao? You're more stubborn than I'd figured.
We end this here.
All my might! We end this here! It's over! Cao still lives. There we go! This way, I won't be able to show my face to Lord Liu Biao.
Liu Biao's reinforcements are quite sizable. Taking them down would deal a solid blow to him. Lord Cao has sacrificed much for this outcome.
Got this. I see it.
All my might!
Tables turning.
stopped. There we go.
Time to end this.
Can't believe this.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Victory is sweet.
Let's go.
My ambition cannot be stopped.
Our hard work has borne fruit. Now we can show what we're truly capable of.
I shall not lament or stop moving forward. Nor will I dwell on the past. That is the path to domination.
No, I wasn't able to save him.
Go on ahead, my lord. And don't look back, no matter what.
Very well. I'm counting on you. Dian Wei. Turning back.
No turning back. There's got to be a way to circumvent that, but forget what the game had said. Or the guide. There's a...
I knew this might happen, but it is devastating all.
For not only Dian Wei, but even the young lord and his men to have perished. Our losses this time have been severe.
But we have subjugated Jiangsu and gained a foothold in Jing province. Though the price we have paid is great, what we have gained is equally significant.
Cao Cao, You? Dian Wei was a warrior like no other, and your own son.
What of it? Do you remember what I said when my father died? We cannot allow anger or grief to get in the way of our progress. That is our conviction.
My lord.
To conquer a world in chaos, one must sacrifice
lives
as well
as
as
take them.
If we dwell on each loss, we would slow to a stand. Not even my own life is too precious to be lost in pursuit of our goal. That is how we repay the loss of life.
All that's left is to decide their fate. What do you think, Cao Cao?
Not executing them would be sure to anger those who served Dian Wei and your son.
Shichu, what do you think?
Huh? Me? Well, there's no way I'd forgive Dian Wei's killers. Then again, he had great respect for how you never let emotions cloud your judgment. I fought against you in Yu province and killed many of your troops. But still, you said that you needed my skills and let me live.
I understand. These men killed my most trusted retainer and drove me to the brink of defeat and death. There is no doubting their abilities. I will allow them to serve my cause.
So, you will show us mercy?
Mercy to you?
No.
I simply think it would be a waste not to utilize your talent. You must continue to be of use to me. Otherwise, I will dispose of you. That is all.
Truly impressive.
You see, I think there's a way to
More customers
circumvent
always show
that.
up whenever Lord Boja... Excuse me a moment. Shall we?
The enemy officer has been defeated. This territory is ours.
Time for a brutal fight. Get ready. Nice. I see it.
Tables turn.
All my might.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
All my might.
This territory, the enemy officer has been defeated.
Well now.
The Yellow Turban surrendered to Lord South. Hopefully.
Right. Yes.
Let's go. The path we must walk is set. Onward! Everyone! Start the advance! Take this! Take this!
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Let's go. Take that. Take this.
Take this! The enemy officer has been defeated.
Let's get serious. How's this?
The enemy officer has been defeated.
I thank you.
What do you need?
I heard Lord Cao Cao's taken a liking to a wanderer named Ziluan. I wonder if he's anything special.
Oh, you have no clue.
Let's go. Stay in formation. March forward.
I challenge you to battle. Prepare yourself.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Put up a good fight for sure, Alex. I'm gonna go see for myself. They're fighting over there? I don't think I'll let you guys have all the fun. Get advancing. Bear witness to my power.
All my might.
An improvement, at last.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Take this. Bear witness to my power. All my might. You're gone. Until death. Time to act. All my might. All my might. Take this. Bear witness to my power.
Infested.
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Let's go.
Take this. Yes, the resistance is futile.
Time to act.
Things starting to get too good.
All my might. How could I?
The enemy officer has been defeated.
Bear witness to my power. I've been waiting for this. I can see it. That's another enemy pounded into submission.
This territory is ours.
Let's go. Take that. Bear witness to my power.
Where did I go wrong? Seems to be too good.
Take this. All my might. Bear witness to my power.
This is the fate of all who oppose me.
All my might. There we go. Concentrate. All my might.
option right now.
Take that! The enemy officer
the rest up
has
to
been
you.
defeated. That it?
This appears to be as far as we go.
This territory is ours. Let's go. Take that.
Continue working hard to set a
The enemy
example
officer
for everyone else.
has been defeated. Let's go. This territory into submission.
Tide is turning in our favor.
Let's go.
The retreat would be the best option right now.
Your aid is truly welcome. I reckon we are already dead now. How's this? All my might. The enemy officer has been defeated. Let's go. Yeah. Yeah. Take that. Got this. Take this. Bear witness to my power. Let's get serious. Take this. All my might. This area is mine. Looking rough. Take this. Bear witness to my power. All my might. Bear witness to my power. All my might. Whoa. Take this. This area is mine. This territory is ours.
What?
May I have a moment? It is truly fortunate for us to meet again. I must ask your forgiveness for the last time we met, when I simply stole your sage advice and fled. That was nothing short of insolent. For that, I must apologize. After all, it is thanks to you that I am here, serving under Lord Cao Cao's command. Surprisingly so. In fact, he saw the warrior in me and took me in, despite our former opposition. Counting on Lord Cao Cao was the right thing to do. You can see in his eyes that his ambitions do not and I have you to thank for showing me the way. Words cannot express my gratitude. I hope to dedicate myself to this land and to our leader. I shall continue to better myself so that I may help Lord Cao Cao on the way towards his total conquest. Your words mean more than you can imagine. I will say that I am but a newcomer, and still in the midst of training. But if I may, I wish to cherish my friendship with you, as comrades on a path to bettering ourselves. I thank you, and hope for... Oh.
Lord Zuluan has a discerning eye.
Ah, I thought you might be home. Ambush successful, as it were. Oh, but I knew you were. I precisely aimed for a time when you would be here alone. I know how busy you often are, and sought to avoid adding any more stress. There is a reason for my actions. I'd like to ask you for a personal consultation. That is, an objective evaluation of yours truly. Oh, I'm pleased you think so. I mean, I know I'm the one who asked, but I hardly expected you to admit as much so readily. I believe I shall require a congratulatory drink to still my nerves. One moment, please. Good. That did the trick. Perhaps with this sudden visit a troublesome topic, you wonder why I've come to visit today. I wholly understand where you're coming from. Last we met, I spoke of you, my savior, as a tool to be used in my schemes. The discourteous nature of my words hung like a stone around my neck. Once we became comrades, I intended to make my erroneous blunders clear to you, and yet my initial remarks were so unbelievably rude. Compared to the likes of Lord Xunyu, Guojia, and Jia Xu, my lack of tactical acumen is wanting. When thinking of my blunt decorum after our meeting, I wish to crawl into a hole and disappear. Or for you to reprimand me with the greatest fury you could muster. Such desire filled my very being. And then to have you validate me so, against my expectations, I now find myself feeling dubious as a tactician. Yet overjoyed as a simple man. As such, I find my feelings in a state of abject confusion and contradiction. I must admit I find myself at a loss as to how I should go about resolving this cognitive dissonance. What? Should I continue as I have been? If you, a guardian... I thank you for your words. Somehow I find myself more motivated than ever. To never feel discouraged and never give up. That is my conviction. Lord Xunyu watches over me with affection. And Lord Guojia always tries to get me to speak up. Lord Jia Xu gets up to all sorts of mischief, teaching me how to better think on my feet. And you bolster my motivation. and allow me to indulge in such consultations. All in all, I suppose I won't run into any issues as long as I continue to do my best. The goal of today's ambush has been fulfilled. All that remains is to use this opportunity to further close the distance between us. Now come, let us drink through the night.
Finally found myself a job. I couldn't be happier about it.
The Yellow Turban surrendered to Lord Cao Cao. Hopefully, this will bring a measure of peace.
This town has gotten big.
The scars left by Luibu's assault truly remind. It's an honor to have... If I may.
Even with such an eminent family,
Yeah. For the sake of Lord Cao Cao.
Lord Shunyo becomes a different person when he drinks.
Xiao Pei is far smaller than the price.
Lord Eugene is way too strict. They say a bunch of his soldiers ran off on him.
good. Even with such an eminent family, Yuan Shao stands out as truly powerful, trumping even Yuan Shu. Not many people can read and write.
Interesting. To initiate such a plan under those conditions. Your keen insight never ceases to amaze me. You are far too humble. You should take more pride in your strategic acumen. Having an accurate perception of your own abilities is very important. Especially knowing what happens when you attempt feats beyond them. I am sure you are aware that I am in the service of Lord Yuan Shao. He has of late come to be called the most powerful leader, and in the past, he has followed a typical path to power, achieving victories reliably through acquiring more resources than his enemies. But now, it's as if he is trying to become greater than the sum of his abilities. Perhaps he feels the urgent need to pick fruit higher up the Tree of War. He does not use a ladder, but has begun the construction of a tower of great height and dubious stability. As someone in his service, I find this situation most vexing. Certainly you can understand my misgivings. Yes. He has managed to use his family name to intimidate rivals and consolidate his victories. A victory gained without wisdom and strength can be easily taken away. Because war is the great clash of human potential, and the ephemeral spark of that moment in history is what captures the hearts of men. I suppose I could. That's some At any rate, speaking with you, it is always a pleasure. If, perchance, my ideal battlefield did exist somewhere in this world, I believe that it might be next to you. Would you welcome such an event? I am happy to hear it. When that day comes, I can see that you mean what you say. But for now, let us keep the proper distance from each other, as servants of different masters. One day, on the battlefield of my dreams, we will stand together as allies. Until that day. Yes,
Everything's gotten so expensive.
Yeah, that's right.
They say this is an important place.
It'd be nice to go to sleep without worrying about what'll come tomorrow. Going with the flow has gotten me this far. But it'd be nice if the flow could stop for a minute.
If they attack here too? Talking back to those in power landed me a stint in this place.
I'm so hungry. Hey, Dad,
I heard Lord Cao Cao's taken a liking to a wanderer named Zuluan.
what does peace even look like?
We have it better than most just being able to live out.
This town has gotten bigger now that I think about it.
Lords Guan Yu and Jiang Fei are amazing, aren't they?
There are plenty of marshes and rivers around here, so you get people falling in from time to time.
Xiao Pei is far smaller than the price we shall pay in Los...
I heard two important warriors were fighting over some jade object. There are plenty of marshes and rivers around here.
We have it better than most just being able to live out our days in peace. I can't complain.
This town has gotten bigger now that I think
Lord
about it.
Zuluan has a discerning
I
eye.
heard Lord Cao Cao's taken a
What
liking.
does peace even look like?
I think I need to step outside for a minute. And then I'll come back in and